Hello there. Good morning, good day, good evening, whenever you're listening. My name's Mr. Mont, and dear, I'm late again. I was really busy on the weekend, and I'm back to a Monday show. God, I keep messing this whole thing up. But oh well, the show must go on for the amount of listeners that I have. As little as you as there are, I intend to keep the ball going, the train going, in case anybody decides to keep listening to the show. Which hopefully some of you still do. That is good news. But anyway, speaking of news, let's get straight into the usual topics. And we'll start off with movies. Let's cue the music and get right to it. First up, new movie releases. Opening up this week, we have Barbershop The Next Cut, a third movie in a series of movies that I've not been aware of. About a Barbershop trilogy, I think. And this one seems to be received pretty well. Stars a bunch of people like Ice Cube, Nicki Minaj, Cedric the Entertainer, Tyga. A bunch of musical people, it looks like. Set in a barbershop, kind of the hair salon, as well as a beauty salon. They've bring themselves together in order to make a better movie, I think. I have absolutely no idea what this movie's about or what it's like, but apparently it looks like people are enjoying it pretty well, so in case you're interested in that, then go watch that, I suppose. Heck, interesting kind of thing. There's also a movie called Criminal, but since nobody went to go see it and nobody seems to care about that movie, I won't pay attention to it. But there is a movie that I would like to talk about briefly. Disney have just released the newest version of live-action movies, which they seem to be doing quite a bit, remaking old classic cartoons into live-action productions. This time, they have decided to do the classic tale of The Jungle Book. This is one of my favourite movies as a child, and to see it portrayed in live-action from the same company, I'd say this is the most faithful one they've done. I wasn't the biggest fan of Alice in Wonderland, I didn't see Maleficent, and I thought Cinderella was okay, but it still could have been better in a few places. The Jungle Book did manage to portray the exact cartoon from the way that it was, and it managed to tell the story really well. It updated some interesting points and changing some things around, but it's overall the same Jungle Book story. If you're a fan of the original book, you're probably not going to like this movie, as it doesn't follow that one barely much. But if you're a fan of a classic Disney movie and want to see that in live action, then go right ahead. It's got a ton of great voice actors and a bunch of outstanding effects. And I've talked about this for quite a long time, so I'll just finish up and say, go check this movie out. It's quite good. Hopefully you might have. It's made a ton of money this weekend. Whew, so maybe you have already seen it. Alright, enough about that. Now let's get into the weather. How are things going this week? It is cloudy right now where we are, and from the looks of things, it's going to be cloudy the rest of the week. And maybe a bit of sunshine, maybe a bit of rain. Yep, it's going to be cloud, nothing but cloud in Bristol. And over in London, it's not going to be any better. Ooh, but there is going to be some potential sunshine on tomorrow for them, hopefully. That looks like promising. Edinburgh's got more sunshine to go. Congratulations to them. And then there's Swindon. More clouds. Terrible. But yeah, that's the temperature seems to be sticking around 10 to 12 degrees all around. So, not too cold, but it could be colder. And it seems to have a bit of a mixed match. Might be getting a bit warmer, since we're still in the springtime. It's getting close to summer, so hopefully things will be starting out better. Some nicer weather, hopefully, rather than the constant amount of rain. Although it looks like it might be raining on Friday, so don't hold your breath. Oh dear, looks like London's going to be raining all weekend. So yeah, don't hold your breath on that in case you're interested in the weather. And so yeah, just keep an eye out. Maybe things will change, maybe it won't. I think there's been like 5 times I've mentioned potential of thunderstorms during the week, and that never happened. So yeah, maybe it won't happen, maybe it will. But, keeping optimistic. Sports, right, what's going on today? Right now, we've got some interesting sports happening. The Premier League is still going on, and starting at 8 o'clock tonight, we've got Stoke versus Tottenham on 18th of April, which is today. So yeah, keep an eye out on that. That's a good. So yeah, big Stoke versus Tottenham. Interesting. Any others? Ooh, Snooker World Championship is on. Anyone like snooker? Hopefully you do. And win World 7 of England's women win World 7 event. So yeah, a whole bunch of interesting sports news as the world goes on. And now for a finishing off with a bizarre story to close off the week. And do we have a bizarre story for you? Yes, we do. On a website that is the Huffington Post, I've looked around for weird news stories, as looking on the lighter side of the world seems to be a more interesting thing to talk about at the very end. And then here is the big thing. Thing of this week that found me very fascinating. When would-be bank robbers has tried to have a master plan of avoiding detections from robbing a bank. And to do that, they have wrapped themselves completely in tinfoil, which is potentially have them be unable to be detected by the alarm systems, which I suppose, but apparently that works. I don't know how they came up with that mad science, but it seemed to work out for them, except for the fact that tinfoil, while it can protect from the alarm system, doesn't prevent the cameras from spotting you, so we can see you robbing the bank looking like an absolute knobhead. So, yeah, it almost worked. But, oh well, stupid people will be stupid. And every once in a while, we'll keep up to date on that. There's always interesting, bizarre stories you can see on here. A stuffed chimpanzee in a top hat and tie has gone missing. A man gets arrested for driving a pink electric toy car. And a man decided to change his name to Bacon Double Cheeseburger. Wouldn't you? But hey ho, lots of weird and wonderful things going on in the world. Keeping this podcast nice, short and simple. I think the nice, quick little roundup podcast of the week is a pretty good thing. Maybe next time when I have some more stuff to talk about, I'll be able to talk about for longer. And heck, keeping our eye about as coming up next weekend is when Captain America Civil War comes out. I will definitely be giving my 2 cents on that in quite long detail. So keep an eye out for that. And maybe some interesting stuff will happen in the end of this week. Will it? I don't know. My goal says yes. Anyway, and there is the music, fading us out as always. I would like to thank anyone who is still listening to this podcast, which I really appreciate your listening in. As always, I'll be back to schedule on Saturday, give it a few more days. So instead of coming up on Friday, that being end of the week already, I'd have it a nice space out so you had a good whole 5 days to get through your week without listening back into me. But hey ho, it's always nice to have some people listening to what I have to say, even if it is for a bit. Anyway, I would like to say thank you for listening, hope you have a nice day, and as always, see you next time. Good night. I need to think of better closing lines. Have a nice day.